A Mason is trying to get rid of you before court. Oh my goodness. Spiritual court is now in session. Oh my God. All right. So you could be seeing angel number 444. All right. That's angel number of protection. All right. So that's spirit letting you know you are protected no matter what. All right. So they are trying to get rid of you before court. Okay. They don't want you to testify. They don't want you to press charges. Whatever the situation is, they're trying to get rid of you. We already saw many times that they have made many attempts to do this, and nothing's gonna work. Nothing that they do is gonna work. You are protected. They're being watched. Okay, you're being watched as well. We picked up on that, you know, that the feds are also watching you to see what's going to be their next move, and they're under investigation. All right, look, this is what it is. They want to settle out of court, so that's what they're going to try. Look, we have here being subpoenaed to testify. They want to settle out of court. Don't do it. That's what it is. That's why they're trying to get rid of you, or trying to get to you, at least trying to get to you. All right, and if they cannot get to you to settle out of court, they're trying to get rid of you. They already know that you're not going to settle out of court. All right. And being subpoenaed to testify. It says, watch your words and actions. They're trying to use it against you. And look, silence is more powerful. Look at that. You cannot make this up. We're getting straight to the point today. Okay. Shit. So listen, Spirit is saying don't argue. Silence is more powerful. Watch your words and actions. They're trying to use it against you. They want you to maybe say something on the phone or in person. They could be wearing something to record you. Maybe they want you to say something and twist it, make it look like something else, try to get you caught up in something. Like, it's something here where Spirit is telling you to watch your words and actions. All right. This could also be what we picked up on before with the reactive abuse that, you know, they're trying to make you react in a negative way and then record you and use it against you with the scheme that they're doing to get some type of money, okay, that was left to you. The power of attorney, whatever it is, they said that you, if it's a power of attorney, that's what it is. They said that you was mentally unstable, that you was reckless or something like that, and that's how they got whatever was left to you. They said that you couldn't handle the money, so they needed to, you know, help you with that. And they did an illegal power of attorney. All right. So this is what I'm thinking with this, using it against you. You know, they could try to record you to prove that you bugging, that you crazy, but you're not. You're just being triggered, you know. So that's what Spirit is saying. Don't argue. Don't react. All right. We have here a burgundy colored car. Somebody has a burgundy colored car. This could be you or them. And look, the feds are following them. So it could be the feds that are following them. In a burgundy colored car. But we have here digital footprints as well. So like I said, they're being watched. There's even digital footprints here. And look, this is why, because you're the beneficiary. Yes, that's exactly what I said with the power of attorney. Everything that they did to steal from you is because you are the beneficiary. You are the one that's on the will that was left some type of money. Okay, it could be other things, but definitely it was for you, not for them. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. What else? A cutthroat person. So this person is very cutthroat. As you can see, look what they did to steal. All right, to steal what was for you. Tell me more. This is someone that you felt like you could trust. And look, they had a crooked female attorney that's helping them to get this done. We have here a medical examiner. So look, they're so cutthroat that they have all these people in their pockets. Okay, a medical examiner. All right, the medical examiner could be connected to the person that passed away. All right, your loved one. It was not a natural death with this medical examiner card. Okay, like this is a crooked medical examiner. Just how we got a crooked female attorney. They're all crooked. All right, so with the Mason coming out here, you know, that makes sense too, that there's so many people involved. It's like everybody is in on this because they have Masons and they have the female counterparts, which is the Eastern Stars, everywhere. They work in everything. They work in the courts. They work in the hospital. They work everywhere. They're normal people, okay? Allegedly, all right? But they're like in a sorority and shit like that, fraternity. They're Masons. They're Eastern Stars. These people are all connected. So they have ties. They have connects to these people, all right? They even have the crooked attorney here. So all these people are working together, and they're all eating off of that money that was left to you. Okay, so let's see what else. Okay, tell me more, Holy Spirit. Tell me more about this trying to get rid of you before court. They cannot or couldn't make bail. So these people, they're going to get locked up and they're not going to be able to make bail. They're going to be, or they're not going to get bail. They're going to have to stay there. All right, this is somebody that's a part of this organization, this community. Like I said, the Eastern Stars, the Masons, they're a part of this. One of these people right here, they're going to be stuck. All right. And it says they were cheating to get ahead all along. They were scamming and they was doing voodoo, which is what, you know, these people be doing. All right. Allegedly. I gotta keep saying allegedly. You know, I gotta save myself. It's all alleged. Okay. But if you know, you know. Okay. Allegedly. All right. So let's see. What else? You will be proven innocent regarding whatever's going on here. Because you didn't do anything. These people stole from you. They stole what was left to you. And they were cheating. That's how they was getting ahead all this time. You know, you probably didn't know at first. You know, you just saw that they just leveled up. They was living good. You know, you was happy for them. Little did you know, they leveled up off of what was left for you. They stole the money that was left to you. That's how they leveled up. Yeah, look, you see, there was a lump sum of money coming your way. That was your money, sudden wealth, and they took it. And now because they took it, arrest warrants have been issued. All right, that's why we got more confirmation right here that this person in this group is going to be stuck in prison. They're not going to be able to, in jail. They're not going to be able to make bail. Okay, let's see what else. Let me pull from another deck. All right, Holy Spirit. Whoa. Tell me more about this energy, the beneficiary being proven innocent, and these people having to speak up. All right, we got here arrest warrants. They're gonna start talking. All right, so moving on. Somebody could be, you see how this is somebody trying to like travel? They could be trying to, like we saw yesterday, look how it says freedom. Somebody yesterday was planning to go on the run. Tell me more. The Five of Wands reverse, and we got here bored. So right now, these people with the Five of Wands in the reverse, this is fighting. They cannot fight back. They don't want to fight no more in the reverse. Okay, you see how we got like the time here? It's like they wasted their time doing all this shit. All right, so somebody like this, they're bored. Look, also look at this time. Okay, so time is a theme here. Okay, they are not feeling too positive right now. They are feeling very jaded, apathetic right now, looking at the time, how they wasted time trying to compete, trying to fight this. All right, trying to get away with this. Again, trying to get rid of you, you know, trying to do all these things. All right, and it was a waste of time. It's a waste of time. So with the moving on, you know, somebody could be trying to go on the run because they don't want to go to prison now for all the shit that they did here. They know that they cannot fight this. That this is not something that they could get their crooked attorney to help them with. We saw yesterday that they was looking for loopholes with the lawyer. So this is something that they know that they cannot fight. Wow, look at that. They know that they're not going to be able to fight. And you, High Priestess, look at that. Six of Wands. You're going to be victorious. All right. High Priestess or the High Priest. Divine Masculine or Divine Feminine. All right. Collective. And then we got here. Okay. So look at that. A Karmic Feminine in particular. She could be a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. She's, like it says here, pushy, demanding, righteous, bully. All right. Overbearing. This person, they know that they're not going to be able to win this because they're the ones that stole from you. So they know how this is going to end. All right. So you're being proven innocent. You're going to get your money that they stole from you. And that's it. That's what this is saying here. All right. So somebody wants to go on the run with the moving on. They want to go. They want to run from this. And they cannot run from this. They're not going to be able to run from this. Let's see what else. Look, think carefully before responding. Again, silence is more powerful. Watch your words and actions. My goodness. Let me clarify this. Let's see. Holy Spirit, what is going to happen with this? Tell me more about this approach. How they're going to approach the collective. What is it going to be about that the collective needs to think carefully? Oh, Tower. So something shocking. They want you to feel like this. Destroyed. You wasn't expecting this. Look, we got bankruptcy. All right? Like, they want you to crash out. Okay, so the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse, it says greed. Okay, so greed. They want you to, with revelation and greed, they want you to crash out about knowing that they stole this from you, that they was greedy. They want to trigger you. Okay, again, they want to trigger you. So that's what we're saying. Don't argue. Don't say anything. Think before you say anything, because they are trying to trigger you. All right, that's what I'm getting with this revelation, sudden upheaval, destroy, chaos, shocking event regarding them being greedy. All right, and then we have here poor communication. Look, creating conflict, bad news. You see, they want to tell you this bad news. This for somebody that they're trying to trigger you, and it's coming out 3 times. What's at the bottom here? Wow, they are trying to trigger you. Okay, what's this one? The Emperor. This could be it says powerful there. So it could be a masculine, a father, some type of father figure. We got father here. Okay, a father, a stepfather. Okay, the 3 of Swords. They want to, like I said, they want to trigger you. They want to trigger you to feel like this, deep emotional pain, grief, like mad, like, oh my God, how dare you steal this from me? Or how dare you do this to me? You're supposed to be this father figure. It could be an uncle, a brother, whatever. Like, is this somebody that they're trying to trigger you though? And they want you to react in a crazy way. All right, and if they react in a crazy way, what's the point of that? What are they gonna do with that? Let's see. I feel like that's connecting to that card, the reactive abuse. They're trying to prove something to the courts. Look at that. Look, the father figure again is coming out. The Emperor, but it's coming on the reverse. So you see, he's someone that is a tyrant. He's reckless, okay, controlling, lack of discipline. So look how it says here, changing the outcome. That's what I'm telling you. Like, I feel like they're trying to prove a lie. They made a lie up about you. Said that you was crazy, that you was mentally unstable, that you was sick. I don't know what they said, but they said something to be able to get this money, and now they need to prove it. So they need to now record you or something where they're able to use this against you. That's why Spirit is telling you 3 times, do not talk. Be careful before you respond. If you're going to respond, just watch your words and actions, because they're trying to use it against you. And this is going to help them change the outcome. The outcome is this right here, the 10 of Swords. Rock bottom, failure. They are about to hit rock bottom. The final chapter, dead end. That's it. It's over. All this shit that they've been doing is over. So I guess to be able maybe to renew it, or they need to like renew the paperwork or something, they need you. They need proof. And they're not going to be able to do it. All right. They need this, look, to be able to, like it says here, make a comeback. All right. Regeneration, changing the outcome, repair. They need this video or this recording to be able to repair what they did. Okay. Because, I feel like maybe they need to, like maybe after a couple of years, they need to get like, I don't know how that works. Maybe something like an update. They need to get an update and they need to do something. And, they're gonna try to trigger you. So that's for somebody. You need to be aware. And it's definitely a father figure. Okay, we have the Emperor twice. Okay, he could pretend, because this time is coming on the upright. He could pretend to be someone who's a protective person, someone who is very powerful. He could be powerful, because we got, again, the Masons here. So this guy could be in a secret society organization, and he is very powerful, or he has a lot of connections because he's, in there. But, something about him coming on the upright and then in the reverse, that's his real energy in the reverse. Controlling, rigid, stubborn, a tyrant, someone who's reckless. That's only, of course, that's somebody cutthroat, somebody that will do this. So in the upright, he pretends to be a good father figure, a good father, a good brother, uncle, whatever it is. He pretends to be that to society, to others. Okay, he could even dress like this. Maybe he's always wearing suits and stuff like that, and he just comes off as someone who is, a leader, action oriented, like he comes off like that to society, but in reality he's an emperor in the reverse. Okay, because only an emperor in the reverse would do this type of shit. An actual emperor, divine masculine energy, would never do this. Of course not. It wouldn't even be a thought. It wouldn't even be necessary, because when you are in a high frequency, you are blessed. All right, like when you in this energy, you blessed. You know that God got you. You don't need to steal. You don't need to do none of that shit. So this person right here, he pretends to be this good person, this outstanding, citizen, I don't know. And it's like, no, you're not. You're a fucking demon. Okay. All right. Let's see what else. So basically, be careful before you respond. If you're going to respond, be careful, if they pop up at your house or something like that. Something here about them trying to trigger you. And if it's not them doing it directly, they could be trying to pay people to trigger you. They could be trying to do things, behind the scenes. So just be aware. All right, so look, we got here a federal informant is involved. Somebody is a federal informant. All right, look, organized crime. And part of this organized crime, we got failed kidnap plot. All right. Again, trying to get rid of you before court. That's what they was trying to do. Like, they really tried to do that. Like, that shit is so crazy. That is so crazy. All right, let's keep going, because, yeah, this shit is wicked, bro. Kidnap, adult nap, it's not no kidnap. It's adult nap. We adults here. Like, they tried to get rid of, again, try to get rid of you. All right, so now that's like plan A. Plan A didn't work. Yeah, look, organized crime, and we got RICO charge. So that's what's going on. They're facing up to 30 years, this whole group. Okay, this organized crime, they're facing all this time. So it's like they're going from plan A. That didn't work. So now they're going to do plan B. And plan B is this one for somebody. Be aware, they're going to try. Look, Master Mason, you cannot make this up. We got double confirmation. This person is a Mason. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. All right, we have here somebody's working with the feds. This could be even you, because we got here file a lawsuit. So you're going to be filing a lawsuit. Okay, tell me more. Okay, these people committed business fraud. So they got like a business in your name. They could have gotten a PPP loan. That's something I'm always picking up on. All right, they're nervous. They're having anxiety. They're stressed out because they know that the time is coming. Again, we saw the clock and all that. Like, they know that they messed up. We have here, they was building a house. So look, they was even building a house with this money that they stole from you. And we have fraud marriage to get the trust. So look, they put you in a fraud marriage to get to the trust. Okay, so they use your name, and they got someone who's an ordained minister. You could even get that license online. Okay, like I told y'all, you could get that shit online. Anybody could become a freaking ordained minister. And they use that person to make this fake marriage. But they did it in your name, and this is how they got the trust. So for some of y'all, I told y'all the POA, all right, the power of attorney, and now we got this way. So there's different ways for them to get to the trust, for them to get to the money that was left to you, whatever it is. This is another way. So take it how it resonates. All right, we got two ways right here that these people got this money that belongs to you. Tell you more. Money, house, assets, whatever it is. It's not theirs. Wow. Something about a property here. Okay. So yeah, whatever it is not theirs. So they stole it for some of y'all, and they are selling it. They're selling it. And with that money, they're building another house. So listen, they're doing a lot. I don't know if that's another way of cleaning the money somehow, but they know that it's a losing battle. All right. They know that it's a losing battle. No matter what they did. All right, no matter how far they think that they could wash this money up. We saw yesterday they even sent it to overseas accounts. All right, like they know it's a losing battle. What else, Holy Spirit? We got the FBI involved. There's a whole investigation here. Absolutely a losing battle. We got the big boys. All right, FBI is involved. Yeah, they are a criminal. And a gambler. Somebody who's a gambler is involved in this as well. All right, let's see what else. What can we get from here, Holy Spirit? September is significant. Somebody's birthday could be in September. Something happened in September. That's a Virgo or a Libra. We have here Lexus. So somebody has a Lexus car. Tell me more. These people, they are wolves in sheep's clothing. All right. You cannot trust these people. See, court is not ruling in their favor. Yep, absolutely. They know that too. All right. Something about a rental property, rental car. What else we got here? Oh my God, now it's stuck. Wait. Okay, so someone who is on rugs, we're gonna say rugs, is significant. The letter J, somebody's first name, middle name, last name has a J. They're gonna end up in the emergency room. Oh my goodness. And it says to pull out the states. Okay, so let me pull the states out. So they're gonna end up in the emergency room. One of these people that's involved in this community. When you find out about that, that'll be your confirmation, and that's somebody's karma. All right, and that's like the beginning, you know, of their karma. Then they're gonna end up in prison. All right, what states are significant, Holy Spirit? North Dakota. Tell me more. Idaho, Hawaii, New Hampshire, New York, Washington, South Carolina, Louisiana, and Oregon. All right, let me get some names, and then we're going to close this out. If you see your name here, this is giving you confirmation. There's a message here for you. If you see the Karmic's name, this is your confirmation they're involved. If you don't see, oh, that's, wait, I need to shuffle that better. If you don't see any name here, that's okay. This is just another layer of confirmation for somebody. You take what resonates from the message. All right, let's see. Holy Spirit. Let's see. Okay. 1, 2. June, Rita, Goodman, Macer, Wolf, George, Grace, Sherman, Autumn, Tony Jr. Somebody tell me to write Tony Jr. Or just Tony, Gladys, Lydia, Felicia, Goldman, Tracy, Churchill, Drea, Gisela, Watkins, Alfonso, Ruffin, Trisha, Mariella, Henry, Doris, Williams, Shelton, Tiffany, Khalid, Padua, Alyssa, Batiste, Martha, and Tyra. Okay. Patrick, Nerobia, Porsche, Yamani, Brandon, Lillian, Ellie, Gray, Cameron, Myasia, Randy, Dana, Felicia, Joseph, Leslie, Brenda, Coley, Quessy, Tracy, Francis, Mendoza, Wayne, Russell, Camila, Neil, Christy, Marquise, Wallace, Ryan, Garcia, and Davis. Rosie, Mabel, Martin, Kira, Copeland, Faison, Mac, Mackie, Garza, Helen, Chastity, Jenna, Matthews, Roxanne, Yvonne, Sapphire, Susie, Genesis, Cindy, Lex, Allie, Kinsey, Ray, and Alexa. That's it? It was 3 only? All right, let me get one more. Oh, no, right here. There is one more right here. Okay, Rosemary, Brian, Dylan, Miriam, Khalil, Fredo, Moore, Terry, Leah, Fisher, Lynn, Princess J, Gregory, Cruz, Gary, Lynn, and Juliet. All right, let me just do one now. One more. If you want one more, I don't know. Let's see. Okay, good. Okay. All right. Lefty, Isaac, Quentin, Quincy, Samantha, Brittany, Nevaeh, Henry, Daniel, Enrique, Richard, Jerome, Aubrey, Nicolette, Nico, Gretel, Riley, Raul, Garrett, and Bradley. All right, y'all. So that's what I got here. I hope I was able to bring clarity and confirmation to whoever needed to receive today's message. Spiritual court is now adjourned. Peace.